Hello there. I would like to teach you about an awesome note-taking program. It's fun, it's cool, it's easy. You'll never have to take notes by hand again. And it is called Noodle Tools and can be found in the Scullin Library Media Center under Online Tools. Let's click on Noodle Tools. Here we go. You will want to type in your personal ID, which is your first full name, first three letters of your last name, last four numbers of your ID, and your regular issued computer password. I have to log in a different way, and if you cannot get in this way, then you can create a personal ID using these same credentials that I told you about on the bottom. We'll go ahead and click Sign In. And you can see all the projects that I have created for demonstration purposes. I want to show you how fascinating this is by clicking in on one of the projects, and then we'll create a new project, which is what you will have to do. I'm going to click on Animal Research. And let's go to the note card so you can see what these look like. So here we have physical features note cards, and we have a habitats note card. Let's look at what these note cards have. So here's the text from the online source, and then on this part of the note card you can see where these notes have been supposedly paraphrased. So you would read this, rethink, and then rewrite over here in your own words, and then you see that they have a source attached here. Very nice. Okay, so you can also put all of these physical features in a pile, and we could call this the physical features pile. They were all coded in orange because they were all physical features, but if you didn't want to code them, you could put them all in a pile. If you wanted to, let me show you how to add a tag. You could add colors, visual cues, other tags that you make up. Let's just change the color here so you can see how this works. And then you have purple. If you wanted to unselect all these and pull them out of the pile, if you change your mind, you can do that as well. You can rearrange, move everything around. Very nice. All right, let's go ahead and create a new project, which is what you would be doing. So create a new project, and let's say your teacher wants you to use MLA format, and we'll use the starter. And let's make a project called Winter Wonderland. And we're going to study the winter weather. So we'll click Create Project. And we can go ahead and type in a research question or a thesis. We can share this project with a teacher so they can see how we're progressing and even comment on our work. We could share with a student if we're working in partners. They can see my note cards and you could see their note cards. Very nice. All right, so the first thing you want to do is find an article that will work for you. So let's go to Scullin Middle School Library, and we'll go to World Book Online, maybe Advanced, and we'll type in weather, and we'll see if we look at all of our hits. We'll see if there's an article on winter. I see autumn and summer. Let's see if here's something on winter. So I'll click here, and I'll sit back and read through this carefully. And then once I decide that this is information that I do want to use, I have to make a source card. Very first order of business, make a bibliography source card. So I see I have an author right here, so John E. So I'm going to copy that last name. Let's go back to our Noodle Tools, and we're going to go to Bibliography, and we're going to make a citation card. That is an online encyclopedia, so I am going to go to Reference Source because that's where encyclopedia is included. Create Citation. I don't need to watch this video, so I'm going to go to Continue. And I'll just fill in all the dots here. So it's not a print source, it is electronic media, and it's not CD-ROM, it's none of that. I guess we'd have to go to website then instead. Okay, so the name of this website is World Book Online. Today's date. Let's go back to the URL of the website, and we'll type that in here. The author, the last name was the hard one. Oops, I had to copy and paste the URL so it's not there anywhere. I got to go back and see what that was. A contributor, actually, not an author. So John E. Alquist. So we got to go back to Noodle Tools. Does it ask for a contributor? Let's see. Author. Let's see down here. Here's a contributor. So it must be the role. It's not an actual author. So let's say it's an editor. John E. and then I think it was A-A-H Quist. All right, it's encyclopedia. The title of the encyclopedia, World Book Online. We don't have a volume. The entry title was Winter, and there's no pages. So I think we have everything set up. Ooh, publisher. Who was the publisher of this article? Right here, it looks like it's World Book Inc. and the copyright date is 2014. So let's see, we've got World Book Inc. Copyright date. I didn't see a city of publication, so we'll go 2014. And there's no edition. We don't have an annotation, so we can submit. Very nice. So easy to cite a source online. Look at that beautiful citation. So we'll go back and we will make a note card now that we have a source. So we'll say new note card, and we have our source right away, so we'll link to that, and we'll go back to our article, and I'll take the first part of this intro, control copy. We'll take it back to our note card, control paste, and I think I will call this the intro card. And then over here, I'm going to read, rethink, and rewrite what this says over here. I'm not going to type it all out due to time, but I have rethought, and I'm retyping in my own words over here the notes from over here. This is where your teacher's really going to look. How well did you paraphrase these notes over to here? All right. And then there's this third section of the note card for your ideas. You could write down any notes to yourself about your project. Maybe you want to use this in a specific way in your paper and you want to make a notation of it there. So here's your first completed note card. You have titled the card, you have selected a source, you have brought over the text, and now here's your paraphrasing and notes to yourself. So you are ready to save. And then you have one note card, you can drag it on out, you can make another note card and do the same process. All right? If you have more sources, you can go back to the bibliography section when you get a new source, and maybe this time it would be a book, and you can select book and fill in these boxes for the book. All right, so we'll go back to the dashboard of your project, and once you have it filled up, you are good to go. You can also upload your paper into Google Docs if you'd like. All right, so I hope that this will be a note-taking strategy that you will find useful. You can also access this from your very own home for free through the Scullin webpage. You can just go into Noodle Tools and log in right like you do here at school. So I hope you enjoyed this.